Hello, I'm Renee, and this is Cemetary Mary. We're back here. We're supposed to explore a new place. Let's go to the cemetery. Let's see what is this fantastical place that Mary so much likes. I went to my favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family restaurant, right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street, and it's on the same side of the road. I think my parents chose this location because it's good for business. Oh, that's what Mom told me anyways. So you're taking advantage of people coming to see their dead loved ones. That's great. People are usually hungry after a funeral. Don't you have like a wake after that? Or like, don't people serve food after like the funeral part, the church part of the funeral? Crying really takes a lot out of you after all. I was always glad to live there because I really loved visiting the cemetery. I like to walk down the rows and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. Sometimes I'll pick my own flowers just to leave on graves that look like they've been forgotten about. I'm actually quite known for the cemetery. Some people have even begun to use a nickname for me, though I don't know how many of them even know what I look like. It's Cemetary Mary, isn't it? When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Creven standing there with what looked like to be a new friend. Creven? Mary? Ugh, did you follow me? Huh? No, I didn't. You know I always come here. Yeah, but that's usually not until later. Why are you here so early? I mean, it's not like I had anything better to do. Well, do you have to be here right now? I'm kinda on a date. Oh, is this a date? I mean, it can be if you want it to be. I'll think about it. How was I supposed to know you're here? I'm sorry, what? Don't try to turn this into another stupid fight, Mary. Hey, take it easy on her. She's my cousin Vasilis. I can talk to her however I want. Maybe you should take a chill pill. Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really don't have the energy for this right now. God. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I'll see you later. Later. See you some other life, Mary. Creven is an asshole. He's a troubled teen, but he's still an asshole. Didn't have to be like that. Like, yeah. How was I supposed to know he was there? If he had told me, don't come to the cemetery, I would have gone. If he had told me he had a date, I wouldn't have. I left Creven alone. I didn't want to interrupt his little date or whatever. I especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. I kinda do, though. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going to the cemetery. I continued on, past the gates, and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. It didn't look like any funerals were held today. Would it be mean of me to wish there was? Yes, incredibly mean, especially when it's such a small town. It feels like a small town anyways. And I don't think there's that many people there, you know? So not many people to die. Yeah, it probably would be. Forget I said anything like that. It was a really awful thing to say. When nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, though, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again. Good evening. May I ask you something? You always do. How do you know my name is Mary? I've always known. Huh? I've always known what your name is. Okay, have we met before? If we did, you probably wouldn't remember. If. So we didn't meet? Take the if as a maybe. We may have met before, but it would make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if we were mating for the first time. That's weird. I am uncomfortable. Over people knowing you when you were little. Any updates on my parents? They're fine. Will I ever see them again? Yes, because I'm coming to get you too. I just need more time. Good evening. Good night, Mary. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaken that night. I'm not surprised. You'll see your parents again, Mary, because I'll come get you too. 'Cause that's not creepy at all. Great, thanks. I tried not to think about it. I'm surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? Yeah, Mary. Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How'd you lose your eye? Mary. That's not... It's fine, I don't mind. I lost my eye in a war. You were in war, Uncle Cross? I was. I won't get into the specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protect my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah. You know something? Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you bunch a lot more. Oh, that's kinda cute. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Craven is gone, and the bosom of I'll take is about to leave soon. Where should I go? Let's go to the cafe. Let's explore every place. Right now, I decided to go to the new cafe that had opened up. Planet Dollars is a popular cafe chain, but we never had one in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, but just to try it, you know. Although, I don't actually like coffee. Oh god, I have no idea what your age is. Are you like 10? I don't know. But still, I could at least see what they had, right? When I got to the coffee, it was already packed. I thought since it had already been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. I guess not, seeing how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least it was something different from the usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. And since I had a light breakfast anyways, I decided to treat myself to a muffin. A chocolate muffin. Because sweet foods are the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for a place to sit down. It seems though everyone's seats were already taken and I didn't really want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily, I was able to find an empty seat. Hi! A girl around my age with the most spectacular eyebrows was diligently working on her laptop. With an empty seat from across from her. Those are eyebrows? Holy shit! I figured she must be writing an essay for college or something. Okay, so she's basically an adult. Fine. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, also I hear. Seeing as this is the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over and rolled her eyes and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. Thank you. Ooh, stay quiet. Stay quiet. Let's not annoy this. You have the most spectacular eyebrows. Hey. Thanks for being quiet while I work. I appreciate it. Oh, of course. No problem. What are you working on, if I may ask? So, you are interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twyla. Nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like, for school? No. Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently? She's a reporter. Something odd? I'm not surprised you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions, or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh, you're talking about killings rumors. The Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it so loud. But, yes, how did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed. Really? That's actually pretty... How did they die? Oh, I don't know. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. And there was definitely someone else involved. At least that's what I've been told. Interesting. You know, maybe you can help me with this report. And, some other stuff. Oh, I can? Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise the awareness or something. I mean, like, yes. I would like to help you. Thanks. This will really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I would rather have a way to contact you, just in case. Oh, yeah, of course. And we've given her our number. Twyla and I exchanged phone numbers. After she packed up her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess she maybe finished it before I got here. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. After spending my day looking in some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner, yawned more than once. I got changed into pajamas. I plopped myself onto my bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. I'm not showing them to anyone. You expect me to trust that? You expect me to trust you? Fair point. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you? Are in someone dangerous if you don't give any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try, do something else. Poor thing. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I don't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better I don't anymore. Oh. Poor thing. I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few days. I dragged myself out of the bed and followed my normal morning routine. Got changed into my favorite outfit, had breakfast, etc., etc. And of course, Carlin was off again, nowhere to be seen. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages there, as well from my new friends. Who should I read first? 3 messages. Hi. Hey Mary, I'm sorry, I know. Unknown number. Good morning, Miss Mary. Reginald. Good morning, Miss Mary Anta. I hope you're doing well today. You had asked about a book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. I'd really love to give it to you, but I won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place though, right? You should come see me. Then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be over there in a quarter afternoon or so. Then maybe after we can grab lunch or something together. I hope that doesn't come off weird. I'd just like some company for my lunch break. Call me back. Croven. Hey Mary, I'm sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. What's that accent? I hope you know I didn't mean it. Have you been to the Planet Dollars yet? I'll be heading there for lunch today, maybe at like 12:30. You should come and have lunch with me, my treat. Then I can like formally apologize or whatever. I changed his accent completely and I'm kind of sad, but I'm kind of not. Twyla. Mary, it's Twyla. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be at the library around 2 noon today. It should be quieter there. And there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can. But if not, I'll just call you up another time. Everyone wants to meet with us today. I guess we could exit phone. I was messaged by each of them. However, I think I'll have time only to meet up with one of them. Where should I go today then? What should we go with today? The cemetery has our creepy library friend. Cafe has our cousin, and the library has the journalist. I feel like this is the most important one. We need to get friends with Croven again. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans that I would meet up with them some other time. Then, when the noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Croven pretty quickly. Dressing the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I would recognize those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Croven saw me, he gave me a hug. It made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arms felt relaxed and he was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his old, normal self. We had lunch together, and like he promised, it was his treat. Oh, he's very cute now. So you definitely dabbed. Of course I did. You know how to do it to them. That's so you. I know, right? I thought about mentioning how happy I was that we're starting to feel alright, but was worried by bringing it up, he might get upset again. So just get the conversation going. There's no reason to bring it up anyways. So, would you consider it a successful date? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to kill me by the end of it, but in a fun way, you know. Kinda like how my mom looks at Dad whenever he makes a bad pun. Exactly. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Do you think you'll take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on a date sounds fun. Oh, don't worry, Mars. Someone will take you out too one day. So, anyways, do you like it here? The Planet Dollars, I mean. I thought I was so hyped, but now that we have one, it ain't too shabby. Oh, actually, I've been here before. Oh, you have? When? Oh, I was here just the other day, because I wanted to check it out. Funnily enough, we sat at this table too. Oh, you did? Wait, who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Huh? Oh, when I was here last, the place was pretty packed. So the only this seat was at this table, but some other girl was sitting here too, so I guess we're kind of friends now. I mean, I just met her, but we've been keeping in contact, so... Her name is Twyla, and, Twyla? Yeah. Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twyla. Huh? Why? You just can't talk to her, okay? I can't. Of all the people you have to talk to her, she's the kind of girl who stabbed the devil in the ass with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before, and Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now. You probably think I'm being a giant dick, but just don't talk to her. You just can't. If she's that bad, I'll watch my back. I already promised I would help her with some stuff. I trust your reasons for disliking her, even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little too late to go back out of the arrangement, but I'll definitely take what you said to heart. Be careful. Good. You should be. Oh, come on. Let's go throw our trash out. I tossed... What? History. Okay. Crowan was still salty over Twilight, even after I attempted to drop the conversation. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, but I bet I never mention him to Twilight ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together. It was more than apparent he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, it had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was going to take a smoke outside for a little bit, so I let him and headed up to bed. And I did what I do every night. Hi. Hello. Can we talk about that thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to think about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said that you were coming for me. That you just needed more time. Are you really going to steal me too? It will be alright. I promise. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? Who you really are? Is that really what you want? You'll see me soon. But you shouldn't worry about it. It will happen when it happens. This is for the best. Even if you can't see that right now. Even if you can't ever. When will this be over? Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. You'll hang on for me, won't you? Do I have a choice? Sweet dreams, Mary. That's uncomfortable. I didn't sleep at all that night. I really didn't. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to. But nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof. I just wanted Mum and Dad back. I wanted to know for certain that they were okay. It should have been me that was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning when I got up, Crone was still home. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At least, not agitated. But despite this, I didn't sit and have breakfast with him. I wasn't in the mood to talk to anyone. Not really. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow called out to me. Not eating breakfast, Mouse? I responded. Not today, I'm not hungry. He responded with a simple okay, and after that I was out the door. I just wanted to go to that place and not be bothered. On the bus right there, all three of them texted me again. Crowan said he had noticed I left pretty quickly and hoped I wasn't upset with him for his behavior lately. Twyla talked about some of the progress on our research, and Reginald said it would be cemetery again today, although I appreciated their messages. I just really needed to be alone. I needed to go back there and just relax. No, that's not the right word. I wasn't going there to relax. I was going there to mourn. The Dying Red. It's where I grew up. I lived my whole life in this diner. Restaurant? Bistro? I never knew the right word for places like this. We always had such silly names for it, since it was next to the cemetery. The Rest, or And in Peace, or sometimes the Diner, or even just Dine Dead. I always wondered if others caught on. You probably wouldn't just from looking at it, but there's 2 floors. The bottom floor is the diner itself. I've eaten there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sometimes all in the same day. The top floor is more like a house, our house. There's bedrooms, a bathroom, even a small living space with a TV. It can be a little cramped sometimes, but it's cozy. No one could get up there but me and my parents, of course. The upstairs is locked. You would need a key, which I, of course, have. After Mom and Dad went missing, the authorities locked this place up, and it's been locked ever since. They don't want anyone going in there, not even me. Because, I don't know, it's kind of like a crime scene or something. But I still have the key for the front, too. It's my house, after all. I carefully scanned the area around me as I stood in the parking lot. There were a few cars that passed by, and a person or 2 on the sidewalk, but no one really paid attention to me. It was still pretty early in the morning, so I wasn't surprised to see so few people around. I looked over my shoulder a few times to make sure no one was watching me. Then I stepped to the front door, unlocked it, and took a step inside, closing the doors carefully behind me. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave you all on a cliffhanger. Congratulations. You're gonna have to wait until the next episode to find out what's inside that diner. Diner or Dine Dead. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this. You can stick around. My channel has a bunch of videos. You know the drill. Have a great day and bye.